So as we wrap it all to a conclusion, this is what we're seeing. Here's our generations going across the bottom, and here are just some values. We've talked about formality and informality. Secrecy and transparency comes up in succession planning. This side of the cohort is going to be more secretive. We don't talk about money. We don't talk about plans. We keep those cards close to our chest. We don't share everything. This side expects and has grown up in a culture of transparency, information rich. Structure versus flexibility, loyalty versus accommodation, and hierarchy versus we're all part of a team and expect to collaborate. So how's it come up in farm succession? Whether you share your plans with the future generations or not. Whether you bring multiple generations to the table for the discussion. Old way, mom and dad go visit with their lawyer, they make up the plans. A lot of times they don't share them, or they share them as needed only. Or you find out when somebody dies, which is, trust me, not the way to do it. Or do we bring multiple generations to the table? Decisions to bring the generations into the family business. When do we start talking with them? I hear a lot of discussions about, I'm worried about how they spend money, and I'm especially worried about our off-farm heirs because they have no idea how much we're running through this place on numbers. Well, then let's start teaching them about the numbers. The numbers look really big, but the margins aren't as big, right? We're worried that they'll see big dollar signs and they'll want to cash out, but that's because they don't know it takes a lot of dollars to run this in the first place. Let's start teaching them. Who should be appointed, types of property desired or rejected, and the use of technology in maintaining and administering estates. These are just some of the ways that these generational differences come up. I don't need your executor to live near where you lived. They don't have to be there. Neither does your power of attorney for property. It seems like they do, and when it comes to filling your boots on the farm, that's a different question. But from an estate planning standpoint, we can do business from pretty much anywhere. And when it comes to meeting with families on succession on farms, I try to gently remind our generations of this. There is value in what has been done so far. It got the farm to where it is as a successful enterprise. It's not a thing to be lightly discarded. But if we think that the things that got it from here to here are also going to get it to there, I think we are sadly mistaken, because technology is not going to let that happen, whether we like it or not. So when we're thinking about succession and we're thinking about these rubs of the ways that we do things differently as between generations, I want us to think about we've always done it this way.